Welcome to this tutorial on how to use the new web server feature in your IX Developer project with the X3 HMI panel. This powerful tool allows you to access, monitor, and control your HMI remotely through a web browser or API. In this demo, we'll use our sample project called Demo X321 Manufacturing. Let's scroll down to screen 7 called Web Server. On this screen, you'll see two sliders displaying temperature values. These sliders are connected to two tags, Web1 and Web2 for this demo purpose. The tag Web1 is just an integer that can read and write any value. The Web2 tag is a simple counter that increments from 0 to 100. On the right side of the screen, we've also added the new built-in HTML5 web browser. In this example, it's pointed to https://localhost:7001/gauge chart. That is where our web page is hosted. In the Project Explorer, navigate to Servers and select Web Server. In the Settings panel, check Enable Static Files to host web content, such as custom web pages and images. Click Open Files to access the directory for uploading files. Here we have uploaded our folder with all our HTML content for the radio gauge to work. Under the API section, you'll find options for enabling read and write access to HMI tags. With Enable Read tags, users can view tag values, while Enable Write tags allows updates. Make sure the individual tag access level is set accordingly: read, write, or read-write. Enabling Swagger provides detailed documentation and an interactive interface for testing API endpoints. Once activated, you can access it by navigating to https://localhost:7001/swagger. To explore the web API, we have to run the project and then open the web browser. Here you'll find detailed documentation for endpoints, such as /tags to read and write tag values. Let's go back to your IX application. To protect your web server, click Edit Credentials and set a username and password. Passwords must be at least 12 characters long, including upper and lowercase letters, a digit, and a special character. Now that we've configured the web server and all the files are in the right place, let's run the application to see the web server in action. Click on the menu icon in the top left and select Web Server from the menu. Now, you'll see our two temperature sliders on the left and the web browser on the right, showing the temperature values. Notice how the Temp2 slider is slowly counting up from 0 to 100, and that value is reflected in the browser's radial gauge. Let's drag the Temp1 slider to 50. Now you see the web browser instantly reflects that value, visualized in HTML. We can also send values back to IX Developer from the web interface. Let's enter 100 into the input field labeled Send Value to IX and press Send. Now let's open a browser and enter the IP address of the panel. As you can see, the values we entered are now visible. This powerful feature opens up new possibilities for visualization, control, and remote access in your X3 panel projects. You can access the web server from a tablet, phone, or computer as long as you're connected to the network. And that's it. You've successfully added and configured the web server in your IX Developer project. With this setup, you can seamlessly integrate web content, interact with real-time data, and manage your content remotely.